Hi, my name is Jamie Gallo, and I'm the director of the film Rehearsal. Rehearsal is originally a play. I saw a reading of it at Theatricum Botanicum in Topanga. My friends put on a reading of this play that had just been written by a high schooler named Willa Caleri. She had submitted it to Enough Plays to End Gun Violence, which is an organization that commissions high school students and even younger to write short 10-minute plays about gun violence. It was just a series of interviews talking about a group of students and their teacher who had devised this response to the threat of school shootings by acting them out every day. My friend Tori, who acted in it and is also one of our producers, came to me and said, Jamie, I think we should make this into a short film. So we reached out to Willa. She said, yes, that old thing that I wrote, of course you could make a movie out of it. We worked with her to adapt it, and then we found some lovely high schoolers, and we brought Taylor back, who was in the original production, to be in our movie.
Do you like having that few people around?
Yeah, it's what I'm used to.
Willa was really clear about the races of the people in Rehearsal. And I think she did that to show how race and gender play into gun violence. What she was trying to write about was if children are exposed to violence earlier, or if they're just seen as the victims of violence, even if they aren't exposed to violence, to everyone else, they are the people that violence happens to, then what does that mean when they start to see themselves in the cycle of violence? Also, how do women show up in cycles of violence? How do they sacrifice themselves? How do they play nurturing roles? How can that be subverted? And then also the stereotype of the white male being a perpetrator of violence. And what does that do to the psyche of a young white man and where he sees himself in this rehearsal?
He peeks in there, he doesn't see anyone, and he leaves.
What happens next?
Then I turn the gun on myself.
As artists, I think we are often putting ourselves in compromising mental spaces because we want to address things that nobody else wants to talk about. It can mean writing something that's dark, it can mean making a film about something that's dark, it can mean just sitting with the horrible experiences that happen in our lives. That's why people write songs, that's why people act in plays, direct films, make movies, is because they need to synthesize what's going on in the world. And I think the kids and Miss Murphy see this as an art. For them, it's a practice, it's sacred. Without that, I think sometimes we can make things that are about traumatic things or about serious topics, and sometimes the making of that art can be also traumatic, and that's not what I was looking for. I hope a lot of different people see this movie. I hope students see this movie. I hope teachers, administrators see this movie. And then I also hope people see this movie that are not connected to schools in a big way see this movie. Hopefully they'll feel some sympathy for the plight of the students and for the teacher. I'm hoping for people to feel conflicted. Was that right or was that wrong? I don't know. I hope that they feel morally implicated in finding an answer, and I don't think that answer is simple.